This is by no means a profitable activity currently, but you can still trade these items and get some money back. I made a video yesterday and I'll be the first to admit that what I said in the video was wrong. In fact, Forestry is very profitable right now. And I'm gonna be honest with you, I don't know why JX did this, but somehow they made all the items in the Forestry shop tradable. You can buy them from the GE. Even the untradable items can be purchased with GP. Let me explain. So let's say you want to buy the funky shaped log right now to transmog your pet into something cooler. The cost for that is 15,000 anima infused bark, which could take you a hefty amount of time if you do it the normal way. Or this is what you could do to get it in just a matter of minutes. First, go to GE and buy log braces. They currently go for around 3 to 4 million GP. Then you sell that log brace back to the Forestry store and you get 2,400 anima infused bark in return. And then you repeat the process until you have enough anima infused bark to buy out the entire Forestry shop. This way you don't have to participate in any of the events yourself and you can pretty much unlock every reward, untradable and tradable. Now why JX did this, I don't have the answers, but you can easily take advantage of that in reverse order, and that's what we're gonna do today. We're gonna participate only in events and then we're gonna sell the rewards back to the GE for money, and there is another mechanic on how to abuse the current events. Mostly the rising roots in this case. So first things first, you want to join a friends chat because in those chats they call out the events that are happening. There are already so many of them. One of them is called Rising Roots. The one that I use is Roots CC, and I heard even Bodhi's chat is calling out events right now. So basically find a mass world chat and join them to get the most amount of events per hour. The events themselves are called out only on certain worlds. World 510 for EU and World 487 and 444 for NA. These are Forestry worlds, and this is where you should be staying at all times if you want to get the most amount of GP per hour. Now there are a total of 3 events you should look out for, and mostly we're going to be focusing on one event which gives the most amount of anima infused bark, which is the currency we're going to be dealing with today. So your number 1 priority event should be the Rising Roots, and that's what most of these clan chats are going to be calling out. One Rising Roots can give you up to 200 anima infused bark in just a matter of minutes, and to put into comparison, one anima infused bark currently is worth around 1k GP on average. It's gonna go down, don't worry, this isn't gonna last forever, but essentially you can make 200k GP in just minutes of your own time, and I will show you that later in this video. So how do these events are called out, you ask? That is a good question. On World 510 where I am right now, there are hotspots for woodcutting, and this is where most of the events spawn. Your entire idea should be to cover all of these hotspots with as many teleports as possible. So Sears Village is Camelot or Caterpie teleports or Kandarin headgears, Midguild is Midcape, Edgeville is Glory amulets, same with Trainer Village, Osidious is Serix teleport, and there are even hotspots in Briftunas and so much more. You're gonna figure out the best methods and teleports as you go along, but these are like the number 1 hotspots people use for woodcutting, which means they are the most likely to also spawn events. For me personally, there is a hotspot in Natives Knot that I completely skip because the location is so far away from any teleport I have that there is just no point going there. Mostly by the time I get there, the event is already over, so pick whatever locations fit you the best. You can even stay at Sears Village only and you already cover a lot of the locations. By the way, the reason why I have Entity Hider turned on is because if I turn it off, it's an absolute massacre here. It's insane how many people are currently doing this method, so you better grab onto it while you can. On average, you should get around 4,000 bark per hour. I heard people even get up to 5,000 bark per hour who are extremely efficient with this. You gotta keep in mind 2 things. The number 1 priority should be to always cut enchanted roots, which gives you 6 anima infused barks every time you cut instead of 2. And the second thing is to always answer a goal as soon as possible. This is not AFK method by any means. If you want the most profit, you always have to be the most active. Oh, and another thing, not only can you make money with this method, you also gain some seriously decent woodcutting experience, because every time you gain 6 anima infused bark, you also gain over 100 woodcutting experience, and this can get you up to 70,000 woodcutting experience per hour. I heard some people get up to 200,000 woodcutting experience per hour on private worlds, but I have yet to confirm this, so This is the best of both worlds. You get the tons of GP while also getting good experience. Oh, and even though you get route events like constantly non-stop most of the time, there are some occasions where there are 0 routes in the entire world. And until more routes show up, I recommend doing other events even though they don't give that much anima infused bark, but honestly any bark you get is good in this scenario. So the priority goes routes number 1, then it's the struggling sapling event, and then the least amount of points currently is the flowering event. The reason why players prioritize routes right now is I think the other 2 events are currently bugged, where they just don't give you bonus points at the end of the event. So by the time next week comes around, the bug is probably gonna be fixed, and it's most likely that all 3 events give equal amount of points, in which case do all of them. The point is still the same. Until the prices drop to abysmal rates, you can farm this update for insanely good money. Okay, let me do this for like 3-4 hours and then I'll showcase the money I made from this. But for you, it's gonna be only in few seconds. 3, 2, 1. Okay, I'm gonna be honest with you, I have no idea how much time has passed. I watched like the entire season of The Bear, great show by the way, and ate dinner, but I think it came to a little bit over 4 hours or somewhere around that. My point is I can't do things at full efficiency anymore. I'm old and I'm tired and I'm hungry and most importantly, I'm horny. So this is the best you get. Let's go buy the rewards. Okay, here we are. Time to cash in the work. We're looking at 2 items here. Firstly, the log brace and then the clothes pouch. These are currently the 2 items that bring in money. The log brace is 3000 anima infused bark and the blueprint is 10,000. So let's buy both of them and I'm gonna turn the blueprint into actual item, which I think goes for much more. Okay, and if I craft the item, okay, there we go. We got the clothes pouch. Let's go sell them. So first we put in the pouch. I bought a ridiculous price, like 15 mil. Okay, let me sell it for 12 mil GP. Okay, yes, perfect, we got it. Okay, so it sells for 12 million GP, and keep in mind, you can obtain this in less than 3 hours if you want. It seems like the log price is already kinda crashing, but it's still kinda stable as well. The GE prices shows that it's 3.2 million GP, so I'll just leave it like it is. Okay, so 4 hours of work got me total of 15 million GP. Like I said, I was just chilling, watching my TV show. You could do this much more efficiently. And you could also get more GP per hour, but I don't think this is gonna last forever, so take advantage of this until you can. This is your only chance to get mad woodcutting experience and also good money. Now, if you want to go really 5 head and think like 3 steps ahead, don't waste any of the anima infused bark you get right now and keep them because in about 2 months from uploading this video, an update will come to the Forestry expansion that will introduce tradable 2-handed access, and this is the sweet spot. This is where most of the money is likely gonna be. You can buy them with the anima infused bark and then sell the 2-handed access to the GE for mad profit. But if you're like me and don't have the patience, cash in that bark right now while you have the chance and make up to 5 million GP an hour. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to subscribe because it really does help me out a lot, and I'll see you all tomorrow with another video. Bye! Mwah.